So, good morning, class. So, how are you? Hope all are you fine. So, in our previous class, I just teach you the physical and chemical changes, their definition, their properties, and give some examples. So, today we'll discuss more about physical and chemical changes in this chapter. We just start reversible and irreversible changes today. Okay. So, be ready. Hope all are you clear about physical and chemical changes. So now we'll start. I just told you that types of changes. First one is physical and chemical changes. Second one is reversible and irreversible changes. So today we'll discuss about the reversible and irreversible changes. So let's start. Can you say that? What do you mean by reversible? Can you say that? What is the meaning of reversible? Reversible का मतलब क्या होता है? Reversible means the substance that comes back to their original state. Okay. Suppose I will give an example that already I have given the example, same example. So, ice cube. We just melt the ice cube that convert into water. Just freeze the water, they should change into ice. That one is a reversible change or not? Means the reversible हो रहा है या नहीं? They can come back to their original state or original condition or not? वो अपने फिर से अपना original position को भी आ जा रहा है या नहीं? पहले बताओ. Yes. So first of all, you know that based upon okay. Okay, so based on whether the original state of a material can recover or not, we classify them. Recover means they can come back their original state or not. They can recover or not. On the basis of this, the object should be, or the substance, or the changes classified into two types. That one is reversible changes. Second one is irreversible changes. So first of all, know about what is reversible changes. So reversible changes, the changes that can be undone. It undone means reversible. Okay, undone, reversible means reverse. Okay, undone in reversible changes, the substance can return to its original state or form without formation of a new substance. In reversible changes, they can come back to their original positions and they do not form a new substance here. So what are the examples of reversible changes? We know that melting of ice. Melting of ice. Here is the melting of ice. When you melt the ice, they can change into water. After just freeze the water, they change into ice. Okay. Water can freeze and turn back into ice. Second one is dissolving sugar in water. Just take one glass of water and put one spoon of sugar on that. Okay. Dissolve sugar in water. Can this dissolve sugar in water is a reversible change? Yes, it is a reversible change. By which method it can be reversible? By evaporations. Dissolving sugar in water, the sugar can recover by evaporations. First of all, know about what is evaporation. Evaporation is the process by which liquid, what change into vapor. Remember that evaporation is the process by which a liquid change into vapor by heating. So stretching of rubber band. Can you stretch a rubber band? Stretching of rubber band. आप rubber band को stretch करोगे, just release that, they can come back to their original state or original conditions. So rubber band goes back to its original shape when we release. We just straight the rubber band as much as possible. आप जितना उसको stretch कर सकते हो. After you release this band, they can come back to their original state. So we can say that stretching of rubber band is a reversible changes. Dissolving sugar in water is also an example of reversible changes. Melting of ice cube is also an example of reversible changes. Now goes to irreversible change. Irreversible means they do not come back to their original positions. Okay. So these are the changes that cannot be undone. Undone means they cannot be reversed. वो reverse नहीं हो पाएगा. And the new substance will be formed. Irreversible change are same as chemical changes. In chemical changes, new substance are formed. Like that, irreversible changes that cannot be reversed back and they form a new substance here. So in irreversible changes, a new substance is often formed. एक new substance formations होता है. In case of irreversible changes, in chemical changes, in both of these changes, new substance will be formed. I will give some example of irreversible changes. Irreversible का मतलब तो आपको पता होगा ना, जो reverse ही नहीं हो पाएगा. देख, first one is burning a paper. I will do the experiment on previous class to burning a paper. So paper turn into ash, yes or no? And cannot become a paper again. If you burn a piece of a paper, what will you observe? That the paper totally burn and the formations of ash and release carbon dioxide. So new substance will be formed and paper cannot become paper again. और उसको फिर से हम वैसे piece of paper नहीं बना सकते. Is it clear or not? When you burn a piece of a paper, they totally change is another state or another form, like ash and a carbon dioxide. They release carbon dioxide. Can the burning paper come back to their original state? No. They are totally irreversible changes or irreversible process that after burning the paper, they cannot be paper again, plain paper again. Okay. Second one is cooking an egg. This one is burning a paper. Second one is cooking an egg. You make a different food item with an egg. Okay. We can get raw egg. We cannot get the raw egg back after cooking. If I made, after you boil an egg, after you make an omelette, with the help of egg or make a podge, anything, you can make any item, okay, through the egg. You just observe that we cannot get the raw egg again. आपको फिर से वो रॉ एग मिलेगा नहीं. अगर आप एग को बॉईल कर दोगे फिर वो रॉ एग आपको मिल सकता है क्या? That is not possible because boiling of egg or cooking an egg is an irreversible changes. Okay, so we can't get the raw egg back after cooking it. Cook करने के बाद हमें original state मिल ही नहीं सकता है. Is it clear? Another example is roasting of iron. You can observe in your daily life, at your home, you just observe that there is the brownish substance are coated with an iron object, that one is a roast. Yes or no? So roasting of iron, a new substance will be formed. Here a new substance will be formed. What will be formed here? We just know that that is the form of as plus what? Carbon dioxide will be released. Cooking of an egg is also form a new substance or not? Roasting of roasting of iron. That is the when the iron object can come in contact with moisture and air. That should be changes into another form. That one is roast. Okay, formation of roast is called roasting. We know that. So roast is a chemical changes. Here new substance will be formed. Here the chemical changes is occurs, and that one is an irreversible process. Is it clear or not? Okay, these are the examples of irreversible changes. Boiling of paper, cooking an egg, roasting of an iron. And the reversible changes का examples क्या था आपका? Melting of an ice cube, dissolving sugar in water, and stretching a rubber band. You can give many more example of reversible and irreversible changes. आप चाहोगे तो बहुत सारे example दे सकते हो. In your surrounding, there are various kind of changes we can observe. Okay or not? You just observe that what are the changes. What are the changes you are seeing in your daily life? That one is a physical changes or chemical changes. That one is a reversible changes or irreversible changes. You just tell me, okay? Okay. Physical, chemical changes, reversible and irreversible changes are complete. Now, some other process involving chemical changes. What are the other process that involve chemical changes? It means irreversible changes. The first one is roasting. I have already told you about roasting. So, we know that roasting is a slow chemical changes or slow chemical process. So, roasting is a slow chemical changes that happen when roasting. कब roasting आपका होता है बता दो सही. Roasting happen when iron react with oxygen and moisture. Moisture means water. When iron object that come in contact with air and moisture means water, they can what form? They form the air leading a formation iron oxide. You just remember that roasting. What is the other name of roast? Once again, you just remember that what is the other name of roast. Roast को हम और क्या बोल सकते हैं? Iron oxide. Remember that iron oxide. And roast or iron oxide is a new substance or not? That will form by the process of roasting. Iron oxide is a new substance. It means here the chemical changes occurs. So a new substance will be formed. Roasting is classified as a chemical changes. I have already told you formation of roast is called roasting, and that one is a chemical changes. Okay, the roasting weaks the iron over time and can damage tools, machines and structure if not prevented. So, अगर आप इसको prevent ही नहीं करोगे, that can damage the iron object. Okay. So, what are the conditions required for roasting? Two conditions. One is air and second one is moisture. So, roasting occurs in the presence of both air and water. In the presence of oxygen and water, roasting will be occurs. Or roasting will be occurs. If either is absent, either means between air and water, इन दोनों में से कोई एक भी अगर absent रहेगा ना, roasting will not occur. आपका roasting नहीं होगा. presence of these what presence of those two substances like air and water. There's a chance of forming what? That the formations of a roast. It occurs faster in salty and acidic environment. Roasting or the roast, which is called as the formations of roast, is called roasting. So roasting occurs fast in salty and acidic environment. Mostly in a salty and acidic environment, it can react very fast. Okay, as this condition speed up, yes, speed up होता है, reaction बहुत जल्दी हो जाता है. So how to prevent this? How to prevent roasting? Remember some key points here. To protect iron from roasting, we should remember some key points. That one is by painting or coating the surface with oil, grease or plastic. अब iron object के surface को if you can coated with an oil or grease, otherwise plastic. Another process is galvanization. Galvanization means the coating of zinc layer on the surface of iron. आपको एक कोटिंग करना है, जिंक लेयर का कोटिंग आपको उसके ऊपर देना है, किसके ऊपर? आयरन ऑब्जेक्ट के ऊपर. ओके, so by galvanization which involve coating iron with a layer of zinc is the another process to prevent roasting. First one is painting, second one is galvanization. Third, by alloying, which means mixing iron with other metal. Remember what is alloying? Alloying means mixing iron with other metal to create a stainless steel. मेटल के साथ आप कुछ अदर सब्सटेंसेस को भी अदर मेटल व्हाट ना आयरन के साथ कुछ अदर मेटल्स आप ऐड कर सकते हो. ओके, दैट कैन प्रिवेंट रोस्टिंग बाय यूजिंग एंटी रोस्ट स्प्रे और protective chemicals. We can use the anti roast spray or otherwise what the protective chemicals which are used to prevent roast. Hope you clear about roasting. What is roasting? How roasting occurs? What are the conditions of roasting? And how to prevent but not roasting. Okay. Next one is combustion. Combustion means, listen carefully. So combustion is a chemical reaction. Here you just read about the chemical changes or irreversible changes. So roasting is a chemical changes, otherwise it is called irreversible changes. Combustion is also a chemical changes and irreversible changes. So combustion is a chemical reaction in which a substance reacts rapidly with oxygen and release energy in the form of heat and often light. Okay, in the presence of oxygen, they easily catch fire or not. Without oxygen, वह catch up fire catch ही नहीं होगा, आग लगेगा ही नहीं, ठीक है नहीं. This process is commonly known as burning. Okay, in the presence of oxygen, okay, a paper or any object can burn out. Without or absence of oxygen, the combustion cannot take place. Remember that. They can release heat, light, energy also. Okay. I just told you it's an exothermic reactions. Heat release करता है मतलब that one is exothermic reaction. So which means it release energy, also heat to our surrounding. Heat भी release करता है, energy भी release करता है, energy release करता है आपका, it means exothermic. Okay. The substance that undergo combustion are called combustible substance. Remember that. What is combustible substance? Those substance that undergo combustion. Do you remember that? Do you understand that? What is combustion? It is a chemical reaction in the presence of oxygen that can release heat, energy and light, and they can easily catch fire in the presence of oxygen. So substances that undergo combustion are called the combustible substance. Important point. Okay. Okay. This one is the combustion of LPG. Combustion of LPG. आप गैस कभी ऑन किया होगा तो पता चलता है immediately catch fire. Immediately catch fire. Okay. In the presence of air or in the presence of oxygen. Mainly in the presence of oxygen. Hello. अच्छा, the burning of a magnesium ribbon is an example. Okay, the burning of a magnesium ribbon mentioned in earlier chapter in metal and non-metal. I'm just do some experiment. I think burning of what? Magnesium ribbon that form a dazzling white light. That one is a chemical reactions. Yes or no? So during this process, magnesium react with oxygen in the air to form magnesium oxide. When magnesium react with oxygen, that form a magnesium oxide. I just here the experiment. Mg, it's magnesium, and react with the oxygen. That will be form magnesium oxide. Release what? Heat. And light भी आपको देता है. Clear or not? So that one is a combustion. Combustion means the presence of oxygens. Those reaction are occurs. Is it or not? So yes, this reaction also release heat and a bright white light. When magnesium react with oxygen from magnesium oxide, release heat and produce light. Hope you clearly understand this. I will give some other example of a combustion. Okay. Burning of a solid like wood, coal, paper, liquid like a kerosene. That is also as the combustion process. There is what happened? There is the chemical reactions also occurs here. Reversible changes occurs here. अब wood को जला दो. If I burn a wood, just found out only ash and carbon dioxide. Just like you just burn the paper, coal, liquid like a kerosene. There are new substance will be formed. So that one is irreversible changes. Okay, and these reactions are occurs in the presence of oxygen because oxygen has to burn. Okay. आग जो लगता है ना with the presence of oxygen. Okay, and the carbon dioxide तो आग बुझाने में help करता है नहीं. So lighting a candle is a combustion process. Okay. Operations of vehicle combustions process. Burning of LPG gas in stove. I just show you burning of LPG gas in stove is also an example of a combustion. Achha. So tell me, what are the conditions necessary for combustion? In roasting, there are two conditions are required. First one is air means oxygen and water. There are two conditions necessary for formations of roasting. In combustion, there are also needed of some condition or not. So for combustion means burning takes place, three essential conditions must be present. What are the three essential conditions? So, and just these conditions are known as the fire triangles. First one is oxygen, second heat, fuel. Oxygen, fuel, heat. There is the what? Three condition necessary for combustion. Three conditions necessary for a combustion. So any of these is missing, इनमें से कोई एक अगर मिसिंग हो जाएगा, सपोज ऑक्सीजन नहीं है तो कंबुशन नहीं हो पाएगा, सपोज आपका फ्यूल नहीं है, देयर इज नो कंबुशन टेक्स प्लेस हियर, इफ देयर इज नो हीट will be here, no combustion sir occurs here, just like your roasting, if anyone just air or water, इन दोनों में से अगर कोई एक भी एब्सेंट रहेगा ना, रोस्टिंग बाय रोस्ट फॉर्मेशन नहीं होगा, there is no chance of formations of roasting. In same case, if among these three conditions, if anyone is absent, इन तीनों में से कोई एक अगर एब्सेंट हो जाएगा, any one, there is no combustion takes place. So presence of a combustible substance. What is combustible substance? I have already told you what is combustible substance. You just mention in comment. Okay. So presence of a combustible substance, it means fuel. The material that burn is called fuel. जो चीज को हम जलाते हैं ना, suppose one paper and second one is lighter, a fire. अब पेपर को जलाते हो नहीं, the burning paper is the combustible substance. Burning paper is the combustible substance. जो पेपर को जलाओगे ना, that one is a combustible substance. It must be combustible substance, meaning it can catch fire, yes or no, and they can react with oxygen. Paper, when you start to burn a paper, paper is a combustible substance, क्योंकि आप उसको जला रहे, that one is a combustible and they can catch fire, they can react with the oxygen. Is it? Second one is, first one is what is combustible substance, means fuel. Second one is presence of oxygen. Oxygen is necessary for catching fire. Most important thing for combustion is oxygen. Without oxygen, no living organism can survive, no combustion takes place, no roastings will be happen here. Okay. So oxygen is needed to support the chemical reaction of combustions. So without oxygen, a combustion process will stop quickly. अगर oxygen नहीं होगा, there is no combustion of process will be takes place here. Is it clear or not? If you have any doubt, you can write in the comment sections. I'll try to solve it. Okay. And third one is heat. Heat के बारे में तो सबको पता होगा. So that is for you enough for you about the physical and chemical changes, about reversible and irreversible changes, about roasting, combustions. Yes or no? Hope all are you clear. What are the changes are occurs in our surrounding? Are they physical or chemical? Are they reversible or irreversible? Hope you betterly understand. Before that, I will give ask you some question. Okay, tell me that one is a physical or chemical changes. Okay, be ready. I have already write the answer here, but you just do it one. अच्छा, melting ice cube is a physical or chemical changes. आप सबको आंसर देना पड़ेगा, सब दोगे आंसर. Okay, melting ice cube means ice change into water or not, or water change into ice. It is a physical changes, and also is a reversible or irreversible. Reversible changes. Very good. Boiling water, water change into steam, steam change into water. It also a physical changes. No new substance will be formed. आप water को boil करते हो, कोई new substance formation होता है क्या? Same things. Water को boil करोगे, after some time they become cool. When you heat them, they become heat. Chopping vegetables. Vegetables cut किए होंगे आपके मम्मा, पता तो होगा. So chopping vegetables. Vegetables only change their size. I have told you in case of physical changes, appearance should be changed. Their state, their color, their shape and their size will be changed. Okay. So when you just chop the vegetables, okay, they can change their size. They can change their shape. So you can say that chopping of a vegetable is a physical changes. No new substance will be formed. And this one is a reversible. मतलब आपका चॉपिंग ऑफ वेजिटेबल्स, आप वेजिटेबल को चॉप करोगे वही वेजिटेबल्स ही रहेगा. They can change their shape only. Okay, that one is a physical change. Remember that. Making popcorn from corn. पॉपकॉर्न से आप क्या करते हो ना, कॉर्न से पॉपकॉर्न बनाते हो. हाँ, क्या पॉपकॉर्न से फिर कॉर्न बना सकते हैं? Not possible. Okay, so that one is a chemical changes. It means here the new substance will be formed. Means corn say that is the formation of popcorn from corn. Is it clear or not? Cutting a piece of paper. Cutting a piece of paper, they can only change their shape and size. No new substance will be formed here. It means that one is a physical changes. Yes or no? Okay. Adding beetroot extracted from water. It means they can change the color of water. Beetroot को आप water में डालोगे तो they can change the color of the water. Change the color of the water. अगर color change होगा तो कौन से changes है यहाँ पर? Tell me. It's a physical changes. I have already told you in physical changes only shape, size, color and state will change here. No new substance form. Okay, burning wood. When you start to burn a wood that turn into ash and release smoke or not. So that one is a chemical changes and new substance will be formed. Clear or not? Cooking an egg. I have already told you it is a chemical changes and new substance will be formed. Making small balls of dough. It also a physical change. No new substance will be formed. Is it clear or not? Last one is rolling chapati. You just roll a chapati when you help your mother for cooking. Okay, so they can only change their shape. Only change their shape. कोई new substance formation होता है? There are no chance of formation of new substance. So no chemical reactions will be takes place here. There is a a reversible process? Yes or no? Reversible हो सकता है. There is no new substance form and that one is a chemical changes. There are some examples of physical and chemical changes. What changes occurs? What are changes occurs? They can change their shape, they can change their size, they can change their colors, their state. Sometimes when the chemical reaction takes place, the new substance will be formed. Yes or no? Hope you understand about changes around us, physical and chemical change. Okay. अगर आपको कुछ भी doubt, if you have any doubt related this chapter, you can ask me. You can write the questions you have doubt, comment in the comment section please. And thank you to all of you to join this session.